Hello and welcome to another episode of Fantastic Bugs and Where to Find Them. Today I am on the lookout for some very peculiar beetles. They belong to the longhorn family, as the timberman does. But these guys are typically called wasp beetles, and what's interesting about them, I guess, is that they have a mimicry of your common wasp or the yellowjacket. Typically these guys like to, it's very windy, typically these guys enjoy sun-exposed, freshly chopped down wood, preferably oak. I am guessing we'll probably see 1 or 2 or 3 species of them. You'll have to excuse my uncertainty when it comes to names now, because as I was doing some basic research in English, it turns out you only have Latin names for them. So, and Latin is not my strong suit, to say the least. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. So, I believe this is a fairly new project that our municipality has done, where they've sort of divided this pasture with a bunch of basically old wood of different trees. I believe oak, birch primarily, and as you can tell, it's very exposed to sun, which is excellent for these type of beetles. So what's fairly cool about them is that they not only mimic the appearances of yellowjackets and other wasps, they also behave in a similar manner when they run across the wood. Obviously, wasps and yellowjackets use wood to build their nests. So they basically chew up the dried up wood and then create this paper-like structure so they can build. So it's fairly fitting that they behave similarly and look similarly to those wasps, whereas they are instead just trying to essentially find a mate and somewhere where they can lay their eggs. Now, I prefer to look at these bigger logs of wood because it's much more easy to... Oh, we have a lizard. Let's see. Oh. Nope. Obviously, because it's much easier to spot them on the bigger branches. They also look quite similar when they fly, so I might get distracted by... Is that a wood? No, it's not what I was looking for. It's another beautiful May day here in southern Sweden. It's like 21 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that's in Fahrenheit. Obviously, this is my bag. I sat here and had some coffee while pondering about what to record. So fortunately, there's not a lot of people here, so I can just leave my bag and not... Oh, we have one actually. Let's see, I'll have to use my big lens for this one. Oh, there are 2. Let's see. Looks like it went down. Why is it running so much? Okay, it's still... Well, I got it. Sort of. So, I'll have the name of that one on on the screen. It's called Plaginotus arcautus. Plaginotus arcautus. Yes, of course, that's what it's named. I'm sure there's a good reason. Latin tends to be... It tends to make sense when you translate it. But if you don't understand it, it can make zero sense. But it's good to have nomenclature because it's easier for all of it to be the same name. Hey, here's the other one. Let's see if I can... Ouch. That's a hawthorn bush. Nope. All I got was stings from the bush. They have very long thorns and stuff. Oh, here they are, both of them. Let's see if I can crawl in here without scaring it. Oh, let's see. Now I have to try to find it. There it is. It hasn't moved though. But yeah, as you can hopefully tell, they do look very similar to wasps in some regards. But they are definitely not anything to be afraid of. They cannot sting in any way. I think that turned out okay. Very nice. And I've already forgotten the Latin name again. Well, that's very convenient. I found a nice spot to have coffee in, and it turns out that the Plaginotus arcautus also liked it. They are a bit more hidden than what I would like. Or not hidden, but let's say inaccessible. There's another one running up there. Let's see if I can get it with the telephone telezoom. I mean, it's quite cool. So obviously, from this perspective, or for these beetles, it seems like this project is doing very well. What's interesting with insects is, as long as you let the environment be, you tend to get a lot of them. So usually, as I said before, if you find one, you tend to find more. Oh, we got a cuckoo wasp, I believe they're called. Or jewel wasp. They are also very pretty. This one is very fast though, and it doesn't want to sit still. Well, it landed on me. Please just sit still for a moment. They also have quite the interesting life cycle, where they parasite on solitary bees. They lay their eggs in solitary bees' chambers, and then their larvae eats up the food that the solitary wasp or solitary bee has stored, and it hatches before and eats everything, and then it eats the larvae or eggs. That is the life of a parasitoid species. We may not be the biggest fans of them, but cannot deny how extraordinary their life cycles are. And what would life be without getting hit in the face by a tiny bug? I think I'm basically 100%ing it so far in all of my videos. There aren't many birds flying right now. Perhaps maybe I'll see a kestrel or something. Or common kestrel, I believe the correct name is. But don't quote me on that. Seems to be a little less activity up here. But I'm almost at the end of this division point, so I'll probably turn around. It's also nice about bugs, they will reappear. So far we've only seen one species of these wasp beetles, but if we're lucky we'll maybe find more of them. Yeah, we can go up here. Got a red start, but I only saw the tail, tail feathers. Oh, here's one. Let's see if it chills for a bit, or if it's gonna... Oh, another one landed just right by me. No, that one is still there. Let's see if we can get a side picture of it. I do love myself some side pictures. Excellent. This one is a bit more accessible, but it's moving a lot more. Yeah, so these guys really like the sort of freshly chopped down oaks. Oh yeah, they're crawling, and they will, their larvae will feed beneath the bark, like on this stuff. I don't know if you can tell, but beneath here. And they will eat it, and then they will emerge. But it's really cool how similar they are to wasps, and it's understandable why someone who's not familiar with how to identify wasps might confuse themselves with them. You know, obviously I know how to differentiate them easily. No, I'm kidding. A good way of looking if they are wasps is to look at, if you have time, you can always look at their wings. So wasps will always, or yellowjackets will always have 4 wings, and their wings will be folded or double folded and stick outwards. So they will sort of close them, and then they'll close them again so they look really thin. Let's see if maybe we can find a wasp, and I can perhaps take a picture of it and it will be visible. Otherwise I'll find an illustration or something, because me and explaining things aren't... Oh, that was a frog. Just a regular frog. The skylarks have started to sing. That's nice. Oh, here we have another one. Let's see if it stops. Oh, a mating pair. We can get a nice shot of it. Please stop. Almost so big that I don't fit in. Well, that's... I didn't know that they would do a humping motion. Let's see, I'll be a bit cheeky, and I guess they wanted some private time. I don't blame them. Perhaps they had performance anxiety. That's very nice. Some linnets flying by. Males have a very nice pink plumage around this time while searching for mates. Obviously now I regret not bringing my 100 to 400 telelens. It's a bit easier to photograph tiny insects with it, even though these guys are fairly big. But as always, they vary. I apologize if my nose is a bit runny. I don't know if it's pollen or grass allergies or something. It's just dead leaves that are rustling in the wind. Oh, we have one. It's quite hidden though. Oh, I got another mating pair. Sit still. Hello, hiding there. Don't act like you can't see you. We have one very active individual here. Oh, that one is quite accessible. If it stops, that is. Oh, it dropped. But I'm friendly, little beetle. I come in peace. What a shame. Why can't none stay here? Because this is super accessible. It would make my life so much easier. Ouch. My leg. Yeah, these are the ones with the bushes. They're also infested with some larvae. I don't know if they're butterfly or some other wasp larvae. There's one crawling up there. Maybe I can... Yeah, I got it. So while editing this video, I noticed that I actually got a picture of another beetle, the wasp beetle. But look how similar they are. Crazy. I guess another interesting part is that they really don't like pine, apparently, or any type of coniferous plants. They seem to be really specialized in your typical leaf trees. I don't know the technical term in English. I guess it has something to do with the trees. Very insightful comment. Oh, a jumping spider. Please face me. One is behaving quite well, actually. 5 out of 10. Or I guess the modern one would be 7 out of 10. It's interesting that there are so many where my bag is, not that many down here. There's a rather big one, or a big log. Don't see any here. I think I'm gonna turn back. Nope, that's a regular fly. Sorry flies, I'm not super into you. I am considering doing one with mimicry though, and with that, flies are excellent, at least hover flies, because they have a lot of mimicry and they vary a lot as well. So leave a like and comment if you would like to see that video. Hey! Oh wow, we found a beauty here. This is gonna be a bit tricky if the wind won't ruin the shot. Okay, I think I'm just gonna use the telelens for it. To step back a bit, but oh my god, it's so windy. Look at that beautiful pattern. Look at that color. So these guys are very heavy on birch. I can get it from here. Close. I'll have to Google the name, unfortunately. Sapreda scalaris, they're called. Why do you not have English names? Why? What is it with you guys and not using your language? Such a beautiful beetle. Very nice. Well, that's awesome. I was actually really hoping to see those, but I wasn't expecting to see them now. And they are also sort of black and yellow. So in some regards, it could be an indication of mimicry. Because usually in nature, when you have these very strong colors, it shows as a warning sign to sort of say, don't eat me, I'm not very tasty. And then obviously like these longhorn beetles, they just imitate that, whereas in reality they are probably yummy for various birds or amphibians or reptiles. But I'm super happy with that. See, it was good to go down here. Some very nice logic. I mean, obviously I knew that they would be sitting on that tree or shrub or whatever you want to call it. So when I let my GoPro recharge and had some coffee, I managed to scare up some grey partridges, which was cool, and I got a few pictures of them, at least of one of the individuals that flew away from me. I wonder which one. I mean, they got probably more scared than me, but it still gave my my heart beating. Oh, a cuckoo wasp. Let's see if we can't be lucky. And I didn't get the focus on it. Of course not. Ah, ouch. Ow, that's gonna leave a mark. Managed to slap myself. It's what you get for not looking where you're putting your feet. Well, it looks like we've reached the end. Well, that's gonna be it. As always, thank you for watching. I have a bunch of photos that I have to go home and edit now, so and this video, I guess. I'm very happy that we at least managed to find, well, one of the wasp beetles, and then the second one that isn't really, but it's a very cool find anyway. We'll see how the images turn out. Hopefully some of them are actually worth keeping and not just for illustration's sake. And as always, if you liked the video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe if you want to. That helps the channel. But that's gonna be it. Bye!